In this video, pag-usapan natin ang hot na energy stocks sa Philippines ngayon, ang Solar Power New Energy Corporation. Ticker code ay SPNEC. Disclaimer muna, this video is for informational purposes only and not a financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before investing. Ang SPNEC has been getting a lot of attention recently at ang share price ay patuloy na tumataas. Market hype lang ba ito or is SPNEC the next big thing in the Philippine stock market? For background, nag-IPO ang SPNEC noong December 2021. Ang IPO price ay 1 peso per share. After ng IPO, lumipad ang share price at ang maximum price na na-achieve ay 2.22 pesos. And then, nag-downtrend ang SPNEC since 2022. And then, bandang July this year, nag-start tumaas ang share price, nag-consolidate, and then nag-breakout bandang end August. The company was formerly known as Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija Corporation and changed its name to Solar Power New Energy Corporation in October 2022. SPNEC's primary focus is on building the country's largest solar farm, which aims to significantly increase the country's solar power capacity. Recently, nakapasok ang SPNEC sa MSCI Philippines Small Cap Index. Pinalitan niya ang MREIT. MSCI stands for Morgan Stanley Capital International. Significant development ito for SPNEC kasi ang MSCI Index is closely monitored by investors. Pag na-include ang isang company sa MSCI Index, more investors pay attention to it and it often gets more investment. Ito ang latest news about SPNEC. Meralco Power Gen Corporation, a subsidiary of Meralco, has purchased an additional 11.6% stake in SPNEC worth 7.5 billion pesos from the shares owned by Leandro Leviste. This brings the total investment of MGen and its affiliates in SPNEC to 27.9 billion pesos, representing a 50.5% economic stake. Following the transaction, Solar Philippines retains a 14.7 billion pesos share stake in SPNEC, representing 29.4% ownership. Terra Solar, a wholly owned subsidiary of SPNEC, is developing a solar project in Nueva Ecija and Bulacan with a planned capacity of 3,500 megawatts solar and 4,000 kilowatt-hour battery storage. Upon completion, this project will be the largest of its kind in the world, the company said. The company wants to welcome foreign investors as early as October to help finance the 200 billion pesos Terra Solar development. As of mid-July, SPNEC had achieved 54% in overall development. The project is scheduled for completion in phases, with the first phase by 2026 and the second phase by 2027. Ito ang kanilang leadership team. Ang CEO ay si Mr. Emmanuel Rubio. He served as Director, President, and Chief Executive Officer at Aboitiz Power Corporation for 4 years until June 30, 2024. Ito naman ang kanilang mga board members. Si Manny Pangilinan ang chairman, Leandro Leviste ang vice chairman, kasama rin si Lance Gokongwei sa board members as director. Maraming insider buying ang SPNEC, which indicates na tiwala ang mga insiders sa future growth potential ng company ito. Tignan naman natin ang financial performance ng company. Limited pa lang ang financial data ng SPNEC. Gumaganda na ang performance ng SPNEC. Plus 482.52% ang revenue sa second quarter ng 2024. Negative ang profit noong June and September 2023 and then from December 2023 naging profitable na ang SPNEC. Ang laki ng quarter-on-quarter growth sa net profit. Mataas din ang net profit margin ng SPNEC. And positive ang operating cash flow from December 2023 to June 2024. Pero negative free cash flow ang SPNEC ng second quarter ng 2024. Mataas ang return on equity at 15.10% and return on invested capital at 19.6%. Healthy rin ang balance sheet ng SPNEC. Mababa lang ang utang. Debt to equity ratio ay 7.9%. Overall, positive ang financials ng SPNEC. Despite being a young company, SPNEC has shown promising financial results. Sa valuation, hindi makakalculate ang intrinsic value ng SPNEC due to lack of historical data. Pero we can use yung relative valuation. Current PE ratio is 7.63 times, which means that investors are willing to pay 7.63 pesos for every 1 peso of the company's earnings. This could indicate that the stock is undervalued relative to its earnings and compared to Aboitiz Power, Meralco, and ASEN. Ang price-to-book ratio ay 1.29 times. SPNEC is more affordable relative to Aboitiz Power, ASEN, and Meralco. Price-to-book ratio of below 1.5 is still reasonable. Next, pag-usapan naman natin ang risk and reward of investing sa SPNEC. Sa reward, SPNEC has a strong growth potential. SPNEC operates in the renewable energy sector which is growing rapidly. And once natapos ang kanyang solar project, it will be the biggest, if not one of the largest solar farms in the world. Sa risk, unang-una, lack of historical data. Limited ang financial data ng SPNEC, which makes it hard to evaluate long-term sustainability and resilience to market fluctuations. Pangalawa, execution risk. Ang future growth ng SPNEC ay nakadepende sa successful execution of its giant solar project. Delays, cost overruns, and other execution issues could negatively impact the stock. Number 3, market volatility. Ang SPNEC ay nasa growth stage pa lang, kaya more volatile siya compared sa mga well-established companies. And malaki ang magiging effect sa share price ang mga news, project updates, or issues. Pang-apat, regulatory risk. Delays due to regulatory approvals could slow down project developments, affecting future earnings and stock performance. Changes in energy policies could also affect financial and stock performance. These are just some of the risks associated with SPNEC. In summary, promising ang SPNEC. It has a strong growth potential in the fast-growing renewable energy sector. Impressive ang early financial performance, and its massive solar project could make a big impact on the energy market in the Philippines. Para sa akin, high risk, high reward ang SPNEC stock. Suitable siya for investors with higher risk tolerance. So, trade at your own risk ito. Remember, I'm just sharing my stock analysis and my opinion. Again, do your own due diligence before investing your hard-earned money.